for another video of Zenless, part 120 of Zenless. Hold on, I didn't plug my earbud yet. Now for you, we do this. If I sound a little bit different, it is because I'm on the controller. So I just want to get this out the way because I have to.
Number 0 and dun, 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 dun. Only the brave standing by. You wanted to standing by. Andy in position.
We're breezing through this one. We're gonna breeze through this because I'm in the middle of something, specifically writing and shit, and I forgot to do this. So we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna finish the story. I'll make it quick. My controller might go crazy.
Charon, look! Another communicator.
Hold on. Hold on. Damn. Alright, I'm done doing it. Gotta get my daily doing in.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up their struggle.
I don't know who this sniper. I have a feeling Zoe is the fucking vulture. I don't know what it is. I just have a feeling. But how could it be Zoe if she was on the injured? So I don't know. Chat, it looking kind of crazy.
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
Oh my fucking god.
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known
Yo,
as
fucking
Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad, send you my regards.
Well, I guess correctly. It was fucking Zoe. Alright, why you doing this, Zoe?
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall of the old capital, right?
Oh, so she was there too.
Cortez and Impera squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow to reinforce the advanced troops. Nemesis, your squad lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital.
Damn.
You blamed their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion.
So she mad because her squad mates died. So she just wants revenge against the fucking force because she didn't get the reinforcement. She's basically just, I think Zoe's just evil trigger.
Just like me. The fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike? The Imperial. I let him live to get all.
Oh shit, I didn't mean skip, my bad.
I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim to get closer.
Well,
It turns out we share the same story.
Lazy.
We even got the same PTSD symptoms. After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they die. It's impossible to erase them from our minds.
I mean, Trigger's not a psychopath, though.
It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad mates. I can't afford to be as naive as you. One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of my comrades' deaths, vomiting and crying, I finally realized the meaning behind their appearance before me. They were pleading with me, pleading for vengeance against those who abandoned us, begging me to destroy the repulsive, hypocritical new order of New Eridu. So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the Hollow, watching as they became
Crazy ass
corrupted and
bitch, bro.
died in despair.
That is psychotic behavior, bro.
Do you really think this is what they'd want?
Yeah, like, bro, who, what? You just gone, she gone AWOL, guys. Imagine Trigger doing that shit.
What else? Would they want me to be like you, playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who killed them? What a noble and virtuous gesture. Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with new Eridu's order, and live peacefully among cowards. It's precisely because you and I are so similar
Jesus, bro.
that this hypocritical and cruel attitude makes it even harder for me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain I must end your life myself to prove I'm right.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chosen. Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client I've been searching for, and any other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital. Instead, you went after the easiest targets.
Pussy.
Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here.
That suits me just fine. A sniper should let the gun do the talking. Make it to the deepest part of the hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw melon.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro. Zoe's a fucking psycho.
Let me reward you with a few things you don't know.
Yeah, adjusting for
Carton, Impura, and any other supplies. Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat?
Yeah.
Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, target locked.
Our lives were discarded in such an absurd way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor.
You bitch.
So, when I killed them, I employed the same method. I made the dozen or so people I captured vote on who I should kill first.
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already?
You still care about them? Or should I say...
Supported.
It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life.
Get away from me,
You
Zoe.
don't have the time to worry about them.
Wanna recharge? Right over there.
You're in my side. What you deserve.
Why not leave their faces an unsolved mystery? Normally that's more suspenseful, right? In any case, you stumble into the underworld with your insight spilling out. Wouldn't it be more exciting to wait until then to reveal the answer? Those two morons are so stupid. Oh, it's hilarious. I just pretended to be in a little, and they treated me as one of their own.
I got too much shit going on in
Put
here.
the other guard up. They never saw it. It's no surprise.
The wind and rain are picking up. Adjusting for wind.
This extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave. No one will hear your screams and cries as you die.
Loyalty.
Show no mercy.
By the time the rain stops, the only thing left will be remember the weather on the day the old
Wait.
capital fell? It wasn't heavy rain like now, but the sky was just silent. Both your teammates and mine, they all perished in a place like this. Now that I think about it, I guess I'm actually doing something good.
Yeah.
Because if I let you and your teammates die here, maybe you'll be reunited. Aww. You should be grateful. I'll make sure you die just as painfully as your teammates did.
Grim Vulture, are you in pain? Ether vision activate.
Got it. I'm the one in charge of this conversation. I haven't given you permission to ask questions.
I can sense your suffering. It's...
Shut it.
adjusting for wind.
Bro, this shit is like Xenoverse dialogue when you're trying to wait till them to stop yapping and you're just like, they're like immortal.
Yeah.
So you just keep on punching them. That's how I feel like, bro.
Such determination deserves praise. Now, it's time for the final showdown, Fury.
Supporting position.
Get away from me.
Weird. Only way to put it. What sniper would ever confront their enemy head on? I've prepared a little gift for you.
What the fuck is she? What?
Mercy. Ether vision activate.
I made it dangerous material by abducting and corrupting a high-ranking officer. It wasn't easy luring him here. You can play with him for a while.
Be gone!
Quick shot.
As for me, I'll watch you from above, waiting for the moment.
This shit
Then
crazy,
I'll
bro.
put a bullet right through your heart.
Thick, bro.
The melody of combat. Time to pin him down.
Off balance.
You're in my sight.
Now you pay. You won't back down.
I'll pierce right through.
What you deserve. Fracture.
Sneaky ass enemy.
Show no mercy.
Back off. Thunder.
Target locked. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Flip a switch.
Supporting.
Preparing takedown.
You're in my sight.
Pretty long. Crazy, bro. Gotcha.
Supporting position. The target's weary.
Mind the voltage. We'll never back down. Be gone.
Time to pin them down.
Eliminating target.
Fire suppression. Show no mercy. Recalibrating. Cornered. Adjusting for wind. Can't catch me. That was easy. Can't catch me. That was easy. Recalibrating. My
Thank
bonds
you.
are one with the wind.
Cutscene. Cutscene. Damn.
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
She meditating.
The wind. It's shifting.
I won't fall for your distractions so easily.
Oh. Clever.
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
Clever.
And let the wind
Oh.
be the opening notes.
They dead ass quick scoped each other.
Karen? No. Wake up. Karen! What's this?
See, she's like an LED light. Cheating colors, bro. After the gunshot, the hollows fall silence once more, leaving only the countless biting raindrops, attempting over and over to wash away the scent of blood that oozes from the wounds of the defeated, only to fail time and time again. The loser pays no attention to her mortal wound, only started staring at the distinct horizon, as though salvation might be waiting there. Sometime later, the victor has climbed to steal, and stands in front of her. They share their last words while the defeated still have the energy to converse.
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
Damn, bro. She got caught. I mean, look, man, I feel bad for Zoe, but, like, she's a psycho. Like, psycho. Zoe literally likes Trigger if she went down a dark path. Like, that's basically what Trigger, that's basically what Zoe is. She's evil Trigger. Like, psycho Twitter.
The proxy went to rescue the
Twitter.
hostages.
Trigger.
I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics.
This artwork fire.
Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't hit you.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal. I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies. I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow. They told me they were beyond saving, and if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle. Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow.
Oh shit.
You already know what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the Defense Force after you came to. Just like me, I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family.
Just like
If the reinforcements had kept their word
Just like Trigger.
and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing. Don't you ever have that thought?
To say I don't would be a lie. But I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. More sacrifices without results. Canceling the reinforcements. Sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure? I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to 0, and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future. I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives. Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar, yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. In the face of suffering, I chose destruction, while you were destined to choose to protect. You're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates. If this continues, you'll eventually sink into a void of despair. Your hope is like a bubble, ready to burst at any moment. The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward. I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Why?
Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage, all it left was a hollow emptiness. But you're different. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours. My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools just like you. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. Villain stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
Karen doesn't leave. Instead, she kneels beside Groove Vulture, picks up the bullet mark, and getting played the melody titled Homecoming. The melody briefly takes over the round downpour, reaching the oh shit, I should have let her play that shit, bro. Reaching the end of Groove Vulture as she lies bleeding out, barely clinging to life, a faint glimmer appears in her empty eyes in front of
It can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life. But in the end, our paths diverged. Your hatred has long twisted into sin. But if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred. I used to know nothing. My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher. You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Really? So you found someone you want revenge against, too. That's good.
melody the Homecoming plays one as the girl endures agony in her ocular rejection. Excuse me, struggling to make the harmonica notes rise above the silent rain until the last faint minutes of without point of freedom and takes our final breath. Damn. Remember, guys, Zenless is just a gooning game according to all the retards on the internet. And then you get shit like this. So I'm like, well, is it really just gooning? There's more than gooning to this game, my guy. Damn, bro. Trigger stories heat. Damn. Trigger. They keep dropping more of these characters with peak ass fucking lures. I'm just like, holy. Alright. You rescue the kidnapped people, leave the hollow anonymously, report things to the public security, update the Sheffer of the situation, the series of tasks and need to be done after such an intense battle leaves you dizzy. After crashing with the client of Sheffer, like the police. Foxy reacts this poor according to the Sheffer, for he, the client, and the rescue Jesse getting, and we should be all here. Let's go talk to them. Can't let it seem. Probably not, even though we defeated Gringo Trust, still can't seem to let it go. Just as I thought, when the wind changed and the fallen banner blocked her vision, she could have retreated, waiting for her sight to clear, and then resumed sniping. If she had done that, I would have no chance of winning. But her pride would not want her to take an action that implicit, and then her tactics were inferior. She still changed to engage in the shootout with me despite the blind spot. Bam. But after realizing that she actually wanted to die, I started to wonder, was my course of action something she deliberately led me into? I will find a way to break her trap and create the opportunity for a reversal. And she was waiting for that moment, ready to test whenever I had truly surpassed her through a direct confrontation. I believe that was her intention. Farsi told me that Grim Vulture once appeared here at the port, standing by the trash can on the wooden pier, gazing out at the sea. What was she thinking? Now I wonder. Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Let's go meet the clients guy. He's still alive and hasn't become another Grim Vulture's victims. I suppose that's the best news we could have. Although I already understand that the client's true identity is not my teammate, I may not believe that. I hope I learn for it. I still want to face him. Alright, let's go. Who the fuck is this person? Kitty cat. Transcan. Transcan. Is it gonna be a coin? Oh, it's been Vulture's diary. Okay. Damn, bro, who's the shorty over? Aren't you? Oh, it's the survivor. I even saved me. Think that so. Are you okay? There's our first one because I'm too foolish. I never considered it. So what's the perpetrator? Conversation. I would have killed her right then and there. Like, Zoe trying to get me in the report because told me her reason for killing. I was able to shoot me, but she had kidnapped my friend. Get off my back then. Outside the house, my friend and I were both farther reinforcement retreat. I indeed felt the situation was dire, but to retreat, but my friend, she told to go in. Why did you go after her? Do you want to revenge? She should have just killed me. Where is she now? I didn't even care about the gun. I repeated these few sentences over and over until she managed she had killed my friend. I'll never forgive her. Even choosing to retreat was my decision. She carried a pain and her pain. I have only one thought, to take her down with me. Yes, I couldn't break free from the ropes. Could threaten her. All I could do was insult her over beg her to kill me, but she didn't. She pinned me to the ground and beat me half to death, but stopped just before pulling the trigger. Like heard at her with hatred and with the fire, trying to glaze with her even greater hatred, her face streaked with tears. Why would you scum like? Why would scum like you even care about their convenience? She kicked me twice with all her strength, and then left with those 2 words. How many incidents has she taken so far? How many families has she torn apart because of her? And she still dares to call me scum. But now that she's dead, there's no point in saying things. My friend will never come back, and I can never forget the fall of the old capital, nor the series of nightmares that followed recently. If I could meet her again, tell her after I die, and I'll sell the score. Until that time comes, I'll make sure to survive anyway. Thank you. Damn. I'm sorry about your friend. She kicked up though, damn. But I'm sorry about your friend. Alright, Nathan.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lethe. It's good to see you safe and sound.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get not helping my brother and the rest of the defense force back then. When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize. The outcome wasn't something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe, and even today you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please stop the search. It's time for you to start living a life that's truly your own. I hate to say this as a family member, but back then, they were already...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years, but it's a fantasy that kept me from falling into the abyss.
Damn.
Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me. Is that why you commissioned someone to find me?
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you. So I got on my knees and begged Grim Vulture, even playing this recording for her, hoping it would move her. Regardless of how things unfolded, what matters is that it wasn't destroyed, and I'm here, alive, to hand it to you.
Like, no, dude's jacket pocket has a slightly worn tape.
I found this while going through my brother's belongings. It's been tucked away for years. There's a recording on it, and I think it's a gift Liar Squad made for you, but never had the chance to give you.
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I listen to it now with the proxies?
Wait, with us? I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't worry about that.
Hey, hello? Alright, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper. Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault
Yeah.
specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
You two, stop arguing during the recording. I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
And that Styx, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side.
What do you mean, wooed his wife? Wait,
Captain,
he reminiscing how he cracked cheeks?
we can edit or re-record whatever we need to.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted. But he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine. No need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and messy, just like our Liar Squad.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later, Proxy.
As you've heard, this recording is a little gift from the 5 of us. How time flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
And not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers.
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures. Trust me, you'll become an incredibly skilled sniper.
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. We can talk about living alone in 10 or 20 years. Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all 5 of us. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. Has our squad motto, having each other's backs, become too much of a burden for you? I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should be. No one can shoulder everything alone. Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it. Share yours with me. And when it's your turn to watch my back, I'll give my all to honor it too.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something. Because your will and our will is preserved and carried on in other ways.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you, no matter what.
I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk of camaraderie, of keeping each other safe. It's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together. Even when things change, our tune will go on. And that's enough.
Exactly. Honestly, I'm sometimes terrified. Afraid that someday you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message. Please, don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more, fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. Our will has long been intertwined with yours. We're comrades. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, we just want to see you trusting your comrades enough to share your burdens, even if it isn't us. Finally, we'd like to give you the song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just feel it through the music. Please,
Homecoming.
enjoy my masterpiece, Homecoming.
The old cassette that plays a familiar tune. It sounds crisp and clear, as though it was recorded just yesterday. When the music fades, the tape goes silent. You turn to the woman, calls herself Karen, as she deliberately wipes away uncontrollable tears. The harbor wind ruffles her hair, and then at last she sniffs her head. She lifts her head. Damn, bro. Trigger story is fucking sad, bro. Holy shit. I think she might have the most tragic story, probably. Quite arguably, she might have the tragic story. She lost all her homies. All of her homies got cooked in the fall over here, dude. She just, damn. Thankfully, she didn't win no twisted path because she would have went the path that Zoe went. Zoe and Trigger said the exact same lore. Just one chose the dark one chose the light. The evil path and the good path. Like, damn. Trigger's story, bro. This shit is crazy, man. I can't believe this. Yeah, man, Zenless on Zero, man. They can cook up a good ass story. They really can, bro. When they're not goofing around and gooning, like you put the gooning aside, this game is dark as shit. Like minus the gooning, you kind of realize, damn, this game is fucking evil. Like Zenless is dark, bro. You know how many people must have died in this universe? You got gangbangers, the Hollows, the Fall, the Capital, people getting torn to shreds by fucking ethereals. Like, this game is fucked up. But it's just like it's just so lighthearted from gooning and the silly moments. Most of the time, just a little bit of silliness. It ain't go to this shit. And it's just like, damn, bro. Crazy, bro. Drake got like a top 3 story, man. I can't hate, bro.
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Yes. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes. Crystal clear.
Wow.
As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting.
Oh my gosh, the fucking the one ethereal fight. Damn, bro.
So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything.
After being in that thing, you spent a long time in Carolina at Port Bliss, letting the sea breeze wash over you. You don't say a word because you both know it'll soon be time to part ways. As the temperature begins to cool, you head back to 6th Street with her.
Proxies. No. Wise. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
It's no trouble at all. To be honest, Belle and I have been a bit lost lately because of some personal matters. But meeting you has felt somehow comforting. Don't you think, Belle?
Exactly. We got something out of the experiences we shared. At the very least, it's brought us clarity. I guess our wills have always been aligned, haven't they?
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad you were there with me. You're right. We've already entrusted our backs to each other as comrades. And because of that, because we are comrades, please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my code name.
Trigger.
As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's code name. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my code name because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied. Captain Charon was an orphan like me with no family to mourn her. I've been using her code name because I may be the last person in the world who still remembers her. But I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true code name is...
You don't have to tell me right now.
Now, bro, tell me. Spill the tea. I want to know.
At the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately.
I want to know,
Was he
man.
offering you a chance to return to the Defense Force?
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align with theirs, I could consider joining them.
So, what's your decision? Where will you go next?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his and the new squad they're building. So I'll head back to the new Eridu Defense Force and keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
Your new goal? Are you going to look further into the fall of the old capital?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of my vengeance. I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price, I'm willing to wager my life.
Belle and Weiss are like looking at each other. Shit.
I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon.
It's not our teacher, I
The
swear.
city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for. I won't allow such a tragedy to happen again by letting the will to protect guide my hatred. I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we probably shouldn't learn your true codename, or lean on each other too much.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
No, we might walk different paths. Those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that, for now, we can't say any more than that.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. This is like the beginning. Like, this takes place in the past, so people still don't know a lot about them. They're still like a little bit, like, they still don't know who to trust, you know what I'm saying, to like expose their personal goals. This like Belle and Wise just moved to 6th Street. They don't know what's going on, so it's kind of like they're just a bit uneasy. But like later down the line, people start to know more about like who they are.
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. Watching you fight back, almost losing your life to a bullet, that feeling... We're nowhere near strong enough to protect you, and we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either. Sorry.
You know, bro, it's all good. Shit like this take time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, personally, like, when you got some personal past that's like genuinely affects you, it takes some time. And like, it's just, I'm not strong enough to admit it. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like this. Like, I think it's also because of the fact that Trigger wants revenge against who did the fall capital, and like Belle and Wise know that like she's gonna probably think it's our teacher, even though they're trying. That's their own goal, is that they're trying to prove that their teacher is not responsible for the fall of the old capital. So if she says that, and Trigger knows, she's probably gonna hate us. Like, so it's kind of like shit, man. Yeah, like Belle and Wise are like they're like in a pickle right now. For a second thought, hesitation, current taste hold of He hands and bring them closer at her chest. Yeah, hold on, slow down. Hold on, Trigger. Hold on, Trigger. Trying to let me get a little squeeze in? Like, shit, Trigger, hold on.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something I cherish. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths, striving to grow stronger. The next time we meet, I'll reveal my true codename.
Yeah, I know, it's Trigger. Trigger.
I hope we can become true comrades. I want your presence to forever remain in the melody of my life.
Damn, bro.
Yes, it's a promise. We'll meet again, Charon.
Yeah, bro. Ambi's story. Wait, then how come Belle and Wise... Wait, did Belle and Wise were like, oh, Trigger, it's been so long when they seen her? Trigger, is Trigger like the first agent they met? Damn, bro. That kind of means like Trigger's like the first agent. Because this is before they met Nicole and Ambi and Billy. You know what I'm saying? The cunning hairs and anyone. Before they met anyone. Trigger was the first one. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. You watch the woman who calls her Karen Walk's father from away at Defense Force was waits for her at the end of the cast.
I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division, recommended by Captain Nathan, originally of the new Eridu Defense Forces Obsidian Division, Impera Squad.
Ah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Well, the new Eridu Defense Force is ready to welcome you back. Let me confirm a few details before taking you to base. Which squad are you applying to join? And did you have a code name during your previous service?
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Oval Squad.
Oval Squad.
Trigger.
Trigger.
Trigger of Liar Squad.
Things that come to him, Belle. You think you can see Karen? Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna see her. Yes, I hope so. We must grow, get stronger, and gain greater power to face any crisis and reach nightmare. Then we must hear her real cool name. Exactly. However, after hearing about the connection between Karen and Grid Vulture, I can't help but feel a little sad. Two people with the same fate and end up walking completely different paths, becoming enemies. Belle, if we also encounter enemies who once experienced the same fate, but now walk completely different paths, which opposing goals force you to enemies, what would you choose to do? You will understand them. That really sounds like something you say, Belle. If that time ever comes, let's seek mutual understanding with the other party together. Faith and should face everything together, right? After everything that's happened, I'm feeling a bit tired. You must feel the same, right, Belle? We'll get some more and more commissions from the shippers from now on. How about we take a start break? All right, let's go. And that was Trigger Story. Oh, damn. That shit was heat. That was a fire ass story. That was a great story. Holy moly. 10 out of 10. Arguably best agent story by far. It's probably the best one, bro. I don't know who's better. Because the best one just to me is Ambi's. Ambi's was great. Now, this one was probably my favorite. This one was my favorite. This one went crazy. But this one is right up there. And who else had a good Haramasa? Yeah, Haramasa also had a really good one too. These three are probably the three best agent stories. They were cooking. They were cooking up the story. Yeah, these are fire, man. Damn, bro. Well, I did it. Now this week Saturday we're gonna play the new update. Great. Everything is going according to plan. 7 hours left. If y'all selling for Trigger, good luck. Damn, bro. Damn. I feel like, bro, is there not one Zenless character that doesn't have a sad story, man? Because every character recently that they drop be the most traumatic story, and I'll be like, damn, bro. Is there at least one character? Let's go on the list, bro.
Standing by.
Ambi's the saddest fuck. Caesar, I think Caesar's probably one of the more least. There's nothing crazy tragic about Caesar. I don't think. From what I remember, did the Sons of Kalnon have some tragic shit? Not really. Miyabi's is sad as fuck. We know about Miyabi. She's sad. Coleta is fucking sad. Her and her dad getting fucking caught slacking. That shit was sad.
Let's start the experiment.
Even Grace was sad because her fucking parents and yeah, even Grace had sad shit.
Awaiting further
Soldier Lemon is sad.
Starlight, it's time
Billy,
to shine.
we don't know much about Billy yet, bro. But I'm waiting for my boy Billy to get the S ring. S ring Billy's coming. I can feel it. I feel it.
Don't just think about it.
Nicole's is sad. Nicole's an orphan. Like she lost her friend to ether corruption.
Is it time to
We know Harmos is fucking sad. This man's got an illness.
Time for some hard labor.
Then, bro, he lost his eye. Probably sad, bro. Sad. I say sad, bro, because the motherfucker lost his eye. Corn is probably sad as shit too. Like, if y'all look at Corn, like, if you look at her landscape, if you take her clothes off, you see like markings on her body. Like, she probably got some sad shit too. Like, it's crazy. Piper's just silly. Even Sokaku's sad. I can't. Yeah, Sokaku also got a sad story. Her fucking the Onis. What happened to her family? They like.
I'm at your disposal.
Lycon's just sad with fucking him and Hugo and shit. He lost his legs. He lost his eye. Like Lucy's just like. I mean, her family's just a piece of shit. I don't know how to say sad for Lucy. Maybe she's kind of sad because she did run away from home. So I will let that slide.
Take me along.
Seth is kind of. Seth is like. I don't know. Seth is kind of like him and his brother is like beefing, but that's like all I really know about Seth.
Come on, let's get to work.
Anton is like probably the most anti-depression dude. Anton don't really, bro. Let me find out there's some lore about Anton. This motherfucker is like the most miserable. He's like the most cheerful guy, but deep down, that boy got lore. There's probably lore about his jackhammer, his bro.
If you need
My loyalty lies.
Polker is sad. I know Polker's lore is sad. Rena's lore is sad. Like
All accounted for.
Did you come?
Nekomata's lore is pretty sad.
Touch my tail, and now.
Ellen, not really. I don't really see anything tragic about Ellen. She's just kind of like chilling. I don't know. Her parents disappeared. I guess that's pretty fucked up.
Want a glass of nitrogen?
Bernice is probably like the most. No, this girl is anti-depression. There's nothing sad. There's something sad about Bernice. The day someone hurts Bernice, but they gonna have to get fucked up. Because Bernice is like just a silly girl. There's nothing sad about her. She's just silly.
I'm here.
Lighters is fucking tragic. I feel horrible for Lighter. He lost his homies. Like, his is sad.
Have my complete support.
Yanagi's is pretty sad.
Huh? Is something the matter?
I would say Junying's not sad, but like recently during the main story of Zenless, she's been getting fucked over, and I feel bad. So yeah, sad.
Let me finish my cup of hot
Jingy's
water.
kind of just chilling.
I'll protect you from any danger.
Evelyn's a fucking assassin, who's like also kind of sad. Like her story is pretty damn sad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel bad for Evelyn. She was just kind of like a fucking assassin, kept killing niggas and shit. Asher's story is sad as shit. Yeah, her story is sad as shit. No, her story is sad. I watched her character. Her shit was sad, bro.
Which
Jane,
alias should I use this?
not really. I mean, she's probably fucking sad too, but not really.
I've got your back.
And we just horrifying. I feel horrible for. I want to hug Trigger. I feel so bad for.
What? Is the concert starting? Asset confirmed. Eradicate
Damn, bro.
protect you from any danger.
Hold on. Booty. Damn, bro.
Asset confirmed.
Come on.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end it here, man.
Ready? Standing by. Let's.
I have 2 guns, so
This was
double the accuracy.
This was a really good story. 10 out of 10. It's arguably best agent story. Arguably, my favorite is still the Ambi one. That one's my favorite. That one was great. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I'll see y'all on Thursday when we start live streaming. I think I'm gonna live stream either Guilty Gear or Marvel. I can't decide. But like, I'm really focused on Guilty Gear. But I'm gonna leave now. Anyway, take care. Peace.